Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, I'm Jennifer and this is my channel. Not necessarily my usual setting tonight. It's like 2:30 in the morning and I'm doing laundry and I just felt the need to turn on my camera and talk. I hope the lighting is okay. I hope you're able to hear me. It's kind of loud with all the air conditioners going and with the traffic on the streets. Even though it's 2 a.m. there's still quite a bit of traffic, a lot of trucks especially. So I hope that you're able to hear me okay. So a lot of you are probably wondering, I haven't even been to my channel since I posted that I was going to take a few days off from social media. I haven't even been back to my channel to see what anyone's been saying. I truly did take some days off and I needed it. I was feeling very overwhelmed, and like I've said before, when I start feeling overwhelmed, that's when it's time to pull back and focus on myself and reevaluate what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and all that kind of stuff. This isn't going to be a weight loss video necessarily. There is a couple weight loss things that I want to talk about, but it's not going to be a weigh-in or anything in particular, or in general I should say, about weight loss. First of all, just let me say, like I said, I don't know what people are saying. I can imagine what people are saying and assuming. I'm still in ketosis, I have not binged, and I'm still losing, and I'm doing very well with keto. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to two people that have helped me on this keto journey so much, and that is Keto Diamond and Keto Mama Nasine. They have both been right there answering my questions whenever I've had one, and I am so thankful to both of them. I'll leave a link to both of their channels in the description below. You should definitely go check them out. They both do daily videos of their weight loss. I think the last I've seen, Keto Diamond has lost over 100 pounds, and Nasine, Keto Mama, she's lost, I believe, almost 70 pounds. So they're both been very successful on their keto journeys, and they know a lot about their stuff, and I can't say thank you to both of them. Whenever I've had a question, they have been prompt right there answering me and have been so patient with me, and I appreciate them so much. So thank you to both of them. I am actually really enjoying keto. I have not found a food plan or a diet, if you want to say. I know it's actually a lifestyle, not a diet, but I haven't found anything that I've been, I don't know, hopeful about within the last few years. This has given me hope. Before I started this, when I would start like Weight Watchers or a certain number of calories or whatever I was doing before, there was always something in the back of my head thinking this isn't going to work and I'm just going to fail at this like I do everything else. But this time with keto, I have not felt that way, and I actually foresee a future for myself and me being successful at this. I've been very successful so far, and I will share that with you in an upcoming video. But I just wanted to put it out there that I am absolutely loving keto so far. I think the first week it was important for me, just me, to have those pork rinds and those keto treats to get me through the phase of transitioning from a bunch of carby food and junk foods to healthy foods, low carb foods. A lot of people were concerned that the fat bombs, I was going to binge on them, and I absolutely did not binge on them. I think I've had probably about 5 of them, and the rest are still in my freezer. I don't think people understand what a fat bomb tastes like, or maybe if they have, maybe they could binge on a fat bomb. I could not binge on a fat bomb. They're not something like candy for me. They don't taste like a sweet treat candy. They're sweet, a little sweet, and the peanut butter is good in them, but they're not something that you can just sit there and just keep popping in your mouth because of the fat, the oil, the coconut oil density makes it very thick, and I'm just not tempted to do that at all. So I'm good with that, and now that the first week is over with, I'm not craving foods, and I'm rarely hungry at all, and that is such a relief. I know a lot of people as well think that keto will trigger a binge. I don't know statistics, I don't know medical, the medical things behind it, but for me personally, it has put my binge eating at ease because I'm not hungry. I'm satisfied when I eat more fat and less of it, and I don't feel hungry all the time. When I was doing restricted calories, I'm still on a set number of calories, but when I was just doing low calorie or Weight Watchers or something like that, I was always still hungry, and that made me want to keep eating, and it triggered a binge because I just kept feeling hungry, and that feeling of hunger made me anxious to just want to keep eating to fill up that hunger that was never satisfied. And this fulfills that hunger, and it really helps a lot. So I'm not hungry, rarely. I've had a couple mornings that I've been a little hungry, but the intermittent fasting along with the keto has been working very well. So I'm still losing. I hit a little plateau where I didn't lose anything for a couple of days, and then I started losing again. But like I said, I'll fill you guys in on that in an upcoming video with a weigh-in. Right now I just wanted to talk about being overwhelmed. So like I said, after I posted that I was going to be taking a couple days off, I deleted my Twitter app, I deleted my Instagram app, I have not looked at my YouTube page at all. I've watched videos on YouTube but not looked at my page or my videos, and I've been on Facebook very limitedly, and I feel very freed from that. Social media can become a sinkhole, and it pulls you in and you get obsessed with it before you know it. It can be good, it can be very good, but it can also be very dangerous and very overwhelming, especially when you have other things that you need to focus on in your life. I talked a little bit about in that post about dealing with some stressful things in my life, and I really didn't go into a lot of detail. And I can't go into a lot of detail because they're things that they involves me because it affects me, but it's not about me personally. One of the biggest things that I'm dealing with is one of my close friends, someone that I'm very close with. She's dealing with a very serious illness, and things do not look good for her. This is someone that I have become extremely close to, and the thought of losing her has been very, very overwhelming to me, and that is basically what made me decide to take a step back from YouTube to focus on my real life instead of internet life. And it reminded me that there is life outside of YouTube, and there are people that matter in my life that deserve my attention. Not that there aren't so many people on YouTube that deserve my attention, because I've made so many great friends, and you guys have been wonderful for me, great support. But I don't deal with loss well, like a lot of people I'm sure don't. I know a lot of people don't. It was 1993 when I lost my grandma, and that's when I shut down. My life pretty much stopped living, and I just started existing because I didn't know how to deal with the grief of losing her. And my mom was also dealing with that grief of losing her. And I should have sought therapy then to work through it. But instead of that, I just shut down and I didn't deal with anything. And that's also when I gained the bulk of my weight. So that, on top of this month, also marks, actually this week, marks the anniversary 9 years ago that my mom was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and she was admitted to the hospital, and then she died 3 months later. She was in the hospital until she passed away in September. 2 months later, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people have full-time jobs and families, and they're under tons and tons of stress, and they have to hold it together and hold it down. I've never been in the position where I've had to do that. I've never been responsible. I've always been irresponsible and just withdrew into my shell and just not dealt with things. Denial of problems, denial of life, and I'm trying to deal with life on life's terms using my 12-step program, and adding the stress of uploading videos and internet life is a stress that I don't have to have in my life. It's not something that is required of me in life. It's something that I choose. So that's why internet life has been the thing to be put on the back burner. When I get overwhelmed, I don't do the basic things, necessity that I need to do, such as laundry, which is why I am now doing it at 2 a.m. and I've let it go for 2 weeks, and I had 2 huge loads of laundry to do. So I'm slowly trying to dig myself out of it. I have not let myself go completely and fall face first into pitying myself and acting like the world is, has wronged me. This is life, and this is what we all have to deal with. I'm just struggling with learning how to deal with it. But I am learning, and I am doing better with it. I keep getting a little distracted because I'm not used to vlogging in public or talking to the camera in public. This is very new to me. I'm a little self-conscious. There's quite a few people that know that I post videos on YouTube, and quite a few watch me, but there's also a lot of people that don't know and would probably think, what are you doing? Not that I care if they ever find out. That doesn't bother me. It's just, I look kind of silly talking to a phone. I guess I don't really, because thousands of people do it, but for me it's kind of hard. It's different. I'm not used to doing this outside of my apartments. So big props to you people that vlog in public. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe someday, but for now this is pretty out there for me. I see the reflection of the moon, and I'm going to go over here on the other side of the building and see if I can get a video of the moon and see what it looks like to show you guys. I think full moon is already passed, but it's still pretty bright because I can see the reflection in the window. And then I need to go get my laundry out of the dryer and hang it up and fold it, whatever I need to do with it. I forgot to bring hangers, so I'm gonna have to go back and get hangers before I get it out of the dryer, or it'll be wrinkled by morning. Alright, thank you guys so much for hanging with me. I'm doing well. I'm just taking care of real life stuff. Internet stuff has to come second. Real life comes first, as always. And I will be back with a weigh-in. I'm very excited to let you guys know I've been having good success and I'm doing well. So I will see you guys all soon, and hopefully I'm going to be including a clip of the moon if I can find it on the other side of the building. See you guys soon.